Yo, what is up guys, it's Eldon from FPV Creator here today, and today we'll be unboxing something a little bit special. It is from Yixing, well technically it's not from Yixing, it's from TCMM RC, but I guess they just use the same box. So this is the Night Phoenix 4-inch. It is supposed to be a micro long range type of drone, what I said, which has long flight time and really lightweight body. I don't know if this is sub 250 grams yet, but I'll figure out really soon. And let's get to it. Okay, so right out of the box, it's just another ordinary box from Yixing, and nothing special about it. Let's open it. In fact, this time I'll be opening it from sideways, which is gonna be bothering for some of you people, but whatever. Yeah, that's kind of ugly. Alright, so we have the box right here. I know it's a little bit overexposed because of the lamp, but there's two more tape on the bottom. Let's open that part too. It's time to open it. So I think the quad itself is too light for it to come down itself. I need to give it a lot of help. Alright, there we go. The Night Phoenix 4-inch micro long range. Oh. Oh, I thought I'm gonna see it. Alright, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Night Phoenix. The what? The Night Phoenix 4-inch micro long range. Wow. Looking clean, huh? So, right off the bat, we can see the drone itself. It is like a cinematic shape, but except it's like a toothpick. It's really small. The build quality is really clean, but I'll put it aside. I'll come back for later. Let's see what else is in this box. So I have to lift this bottom part out, and there are some accessories on the bottom. We have a Velcro battery strap. We have a really long antenna. I think this is a 5.8 gigahertz left-hand polarized antenna. We have 4 pairs of propellers. So we might have to get more propellers if you want to like dedicate to yourself in flying this quad, because 8 is not going to be enough. I think this is a battery anti-slip cover that goes on the top of the quad. And we have some backup screws. Let's see if there's more in the box. No. Alright, so that is it for the box. This is the PMP version with analog. If you buy the digital version, it also comes with I believe is a Calyx Vista with a little Calyx Vista on the front. This analog version I have has a Calyx Turbo EOS V2, which is front experience. It's a pretty amazing little camera. Alright, let's get into the details of this quad right now. Okay, just like my other unboxing video, I'm gonna go from the nose of the quad to the bottom. So in the front we have a little Calyx camera, which is pretty great. I don't have anything to talk about that. And in the middle we have the battery straps and the slip already set up, so I guess those ones are just extra backups in case you break them. And then right here in the middle we have a 4-in-1 ESC with a little flight controller. I'm not too sure what specs are the flight controller, so I'm gonna take the strap out and hopefully I can see the chip. So the flight controller is I couldn't see it. Okay. The flight controller itself is a STM32 F405, so one of the best F4 flight controller chip for FPV. I have so many flight controller that runs on this chip, so it's pretty reliable. Right here in the motor, those motors look really sick. They remind me of, I think, Crimson, or some sort of Crimson ores, because you know on the bottom you also have the 3D printed landing pad. That it's almost like a ruby color type of thing. I mean, just take a look at this motor. It is the T1404 2750 kV. I have never seen this motor before. I believe TCMM made it themselves, but except now it's not one of those like ordinary looking Yixing low quality motor. This one actually look really sick. I mean, just look at this thing. Just look at this thing. Alright, besides that, we have a 4-in-1 ESC. I'm not too sure. I believe it's running on BL Heli H, but that's just my guess. I'll figure out later. On the bottom, you have this really cool mark. I believe it resembles a phoenix, because the name of this quad is called Night Phoenix. Okay, and then make it our way to the back. There's a little capacitor that filters out the video noise. And right here we have a video transmitter, which I believe is not one of those big ones. I believe this looks like one of those flight video transmitter that only goes up to 200 milliwatt. So those of you who's looking for flying really long range, it might not be the best. We have a receiver connector right here, so of course a PMP, you open it and put your whatever Crossfire receiver you have right here. On the tail we have an antenna stand, which the super long VTX antenna goes inside. We also have a GPS stand integrated with a Crossfire mount on the bottom. So I will be using Crossfire really soon, and there will be a part 2 to this video. This video just to get you to see the quad itself. I think for right now I'ma just connect the antenna and we can have a better look of it. So I believe this video antenna goes from the back inside. Actually, this is a huge video antenna. I mean, it's kind of like the standard for all the long range quad, but just seeing this on a 4-inch, it's a little bit rare. Not gonna lie though. Or I would say no cap. Okay, so it should look like this. We also have the propellers on. 4-inch dual bladed and 40-24 propellers. I really like this shaft right here because it's really tight, so that means much more reduced rates of prop flying out during flights, even though I mean there are 2 screws that's supporting it, so I don't think it'll be much of a matter. But man, this quad looks pretty interesting. Like, it has this subtle feel. It's not very flashy like the T-Motor one. So those of you who go for like low-key flying styles, this quad might be for you. Now, many of you might have a question, oh, what battery should I use for this? Because obviously you don't want to strap on a 1500 milliamp, like a 6-cell under. So this one is optimized for 2 to 3 cell flying. And then you can strap on anything like a 1000 to anyone from like 500 to 1000 milliamp hour, which is, it's really flexible, but of course you want to make sure it flies. In the next video, I'll be testing out some different flight time with this one, including giving my more thoughts about it, so stay tuned for that video. Now, long range FPV have its history tracked all the way back in around 2015, when people they don't want to fly racing or freestyle anymore because it's hard, so they strap some really large battery onto their 5-inch quad and they fly really far away. Also, the creation of Crossfire also helped it a lot. And then around 2017 to 18, there's this guy named Dave V FPV. Now, what Dave have in mind when he created this is that he doesn't really want to carry such like heavy motor and heavy everything and fly super far away with it. Rather, you want something light that's affordable if you lose it, and you can just fly for fun. It's affordable, most importantly. So there you go, the legend of micro long range FPV is born. And throughout 2020, this has become a trend in the FPV world about micro long range, because now everybody can afford it, everybody can fly long range. And not gonna lie, long range is a lot more relaxing than freestyle and racing, because you don't need to actively worry about your opponent chasing you up from the back, or you don't need to worry about crashing it in the band. Whereas you can almost compare to this like a DJI quad, where you can just fly far. You don't have to worry about losing your signal because it has a GPS on back. It will fly back itself. It has a Betaflight GPS rescue mode built in. Anyways, so in the next video, I'll be testing with different batteries, including Li-ion batteries, which are basically Tesla batteries, and I'll be testing with different lipos as well, and I'll be sharing the result with you guys and which battery is the best to use. I will also be doing a range test with this one. Anyway, so yeah, stay tuned. Remember, you can buy this quad at fpvcreator.com, link is in the description, and have fun flying, and I'll see you in the next video.